This is the scariest movie I have seen this year, and nothing even really comes close, to be honest. For those of you who are opening my comments as we speak and starting to type something like, "This isn't scary, you're weak, watch more horror movies," number one, fuck off. Number two, I know this isn't going to be scary to everybody because horror and fear are subjective. However, if you are like me and the idea of mimics and uncanny valley type shit freaks you out, I think this one is going to get you. Daddy's Head is about this young boy whose father passes away in this tragic accident. So he's left to live alone with his stepmom, and the two of them obviously have a very strained relationship. His biological mother has already passed away and he has no next of kin, so he's left to stay with his stepmother. So they're both mourning and grieving and learning to live with this tragedy when all of a sudden this creature appears in their house one night. And it looks and sounds like this boy Isaac's father. The thing I love about this movie, and the reason that I think it was so effective for me, is it uses the Jaws method in that you really don't see the villain too much, which makes it so much scarier when you actually do. And the use of lighting in this movie too almost makes it difficult for you to see him. Like there's points in this movie where I find myself literally doing one of these things, like trying to fucking see the thing. But like the lack of seeing him and the little glimpses you get make it so much more fucking terrifying in my eyes. I think that method is way more effective. And that's why I think movies that do this are so iconic, because your mind kind of fills in the blanks and like the unknown is scarier. I will admit I will be biased towards this movie because my theater going experience made the whole thing for me. So this movie just came out on October 11th on Shudder, but I got to see the world premiere of it a few weeks ago at Fantastic Fest. So I got to see it on the big screen in a theater with a bunch of people, including a bunch of my friends, and we all kind of shared in the terror together, which made it scarier and made it better. We also met the writer and director of the movie, Benjamin Barfoot, and we exclusively called him Daddy, and he just like blindly accepted it and responded to it. As a thank you for scaring us, we bought him drinks. Yes, that was us cheersing to Daddy. Other than the actual fear aspect, this is a really thought-provoking movie. It tells a lot about grief and trauma and loss and family dynamic. And overall, I think the atmosphere of this movie is just chilling. Like the location, the set design, the sound design. Overall, I give the movie Daddy's Head a 9 out of 10. I fucking loved this movie. I watched it a second time last night and loved it just as much. And overall, it was one of my favorite films that I saw at Fantastic Fest.